digital TV, online and on your mobile. This is BBC Asian Network. Asian Network reports.
Thanks, Nihal. Our top story this afternoon. The government promises to also the Asian mums and dads in denial.
As a police officer, I know we are arresting young Asian boys and girls. If we don't have the mums coming forward, they are doing their children an injustice.
We speak to parents involved in tackling gangs in London. Nika Esh is here.
Asian Network reports.
But before that, we're looking at gang crime. It's a big issue these days. Peer pressure means sometimes children get caught up in something they can't control. But police say some Asian mums and dads are in denial about what's happening. One group set up in northwest London to help tackle gang crime says it's difficult getting Asian parents on board. Asian Network's Ushma Mystery has more.
Welcome everyone to our Mothers Against Gangs meeting.
Here in this community centre in Harrow, a group of mums get together with members of the police and other agencies every month.
I'm PC Sonia Ong. There are lots of organisations out there that are official and professional organisations. This particular group are very different in as much as you're talking to a mum who isn't professionally trained, just she knows how it feels to go through, the traumas, the trials and tribulations of having a young person, and it's that makes it different.
Mum of two, Nina Patel, heard about the group and wanted to know more about it.
I think as parents we all have concerns about our children, so there is no harm in getting involved. It's something that's confidential. It's just bringing a group of people together.
Mothers Against Gangs also helps parents answer questions about their kids' behaviour. Barbara Miller is the chair of the group.
The slogan for Mothers Against Gangs is don't ignore it, let's help resolve it. Get your questions answered, like, how do I know my child's in a gang? They're talking differently, the grades start to slip. All these things is an indication that something's going wrong.
The group's been meeting for a few months now, but even though nearly half the population of Harrow is Asian, they've not had many Asian mums joining in. Nina thinks there's a reason for this.
I think a lot of them will think it's a problem that affects other people, not them directly, and they are very close to the idea that being involved in a gang, their sons or daughters could not be involved in that, but it does happen.
But PC Ong says the Asian community need to face up to the truth about their children in order to help them.
As a police officer, I know we are arresting young Asian boys and girls, and that's not just in Harrow, that's across the country. If we don't have the mums coming forward, they are doing their children an injustice. There's all sorts of reasons why children may act out. It happens. Please let's not be in denial, and please let's do the best by our young Asian boys particularly.
Many Asians are afraid to speak outside of the family to seek help, and many don't want to speak to authorities. But PC Ong says this group is different.
The first thing I'd like to reassure anyone that's listening is the fact that you wouldn't be talking to anyone that is a police officer or anything of the sort. So you're simply talking to another mum. If you do go on the website and you do ask for help, it's just between you and that mum.
Barbara says it's important to get mums from all the communities on board in order to make a real difference.
If we have mums from different communities coming together and understanding each other and getting our children to understand each other, and so you don't see my child on the street and attack them because you feel close to them. We know each other's mums.
If you need help or want to get involved, you can visit mothersagainstgangs.com in confidence.
Ushma Mystery with that report. Meanwhile, tough new laws are being brought in.